You may have heard the old story of the astronaut who journeyed far into space. Upon his return, he was asked if he had seen heaven and met God. His response? Yes, and she is black. This well-worn tale carries a profound message, challenging the conventional images of the divine. It reminds me of a monk I once knew, a man who began his journey as an atheist. But as he delved into the works of the French philosopher Henri Bergson, who spoke of the élan vital, the vital force, he saw that these philosophies were in essence speaking about God. Theological arguments for God's existence often begin with a simple observation. A meaningless and mechanical universe cannot produce intelligence and reason. Just as figs do not grow on thistles and grapes do not grow on thorns, consciousness itself must be an expression of something profound. If we, as apertures through which the universe observes itself, are not mere accidents, then the intelligence behind existence must be real. The very fabric of the cosmos suggests a deep underlying wisdom. But be cautious. Many take a leap from this realization straight to the biblical God, the paternal, authoritarian deity crafted in the ancient Near East. This image has been institutionalized across religious traditions, from the Roman Catholic Church to Protestantism, Judaism, and Islam. It has become a deeply ingrained assumption that the word God refers to this fatherly figure. Even Jesus, within his cultural context, used the metaphor of a father because no other analogy was available to him. Today, however, society is rebelling against this paternalistic image. Rejecting it, however, does not mean rejecting God entirely. Instead, it opens the door to a different kind of spirituality, one that does not rely on fixed images or rigid structures. Theologians often resist this idea. They want God to have a definite ethical nature, a set of clear rules to which we must conform. The Jewish, Christian, and Islamic traditions emphasize an external authority, a power separate from us that governs the universe, but this concept can leave many feeling estranged, forever in awe of an ultimate grandfather figure. I should know. I'm a grandfather myself with 5 grandchildren. And let me tell you, I am no wiser than my own grandfathers were. So why should I bow to an image of a bearded celestial patriarch? Even those who claim to believe in an infinite, formless God are influenced by these powerful images. Hymns, prayers, and scriptures still evoke the ancient bearded deity. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if, instead of God the Father, we imagined God the Mother? The feminine, in philosophical terms, has often been associated with the negative principle. But this isn't negative in a pejorative sense. Just as convex cannot exist without concave, and firmness requires yielding, the so-called negative principle is fundamental to existence. The feminine is the foundation, the substance, the vast, dark space that makes the stars visible. Space itself, often overlooked as nothingness, is the very condition that allows everything to exist. Consciousness is much the same. It is the background to all our experiences, so familiar that we barely notice it. And yet, without it, nothing could be perceived. Dionysius the Areopagite called it the luminous darkness. Nagarjuna called it shunyata, the void. Shankara called it Brahman, that which can only be defined as neti neti. Not this, not that. These ancient teachings point to a mystery beyond all conception. And this is not atheism, at least not in the conventional sense. It is instead a profoundly spiritual stance. To let go of rigid images and dogmas is not to abandon faith but to embrace it fully. When we create idols of God, we are expressing our own insecurities, grasping for something tangible. But true faith is the ability to let go, to trust in the mystery. When we release the need to define and control the divine, we discover something astonishing. The ultimate reality is not separate from us. It is not the self we think we are, not our opinions, beliefs, or identities. It is the vast, indefinable presence that underlies everything. So, stop the chase, stop the grasping. When you do, the most amazing things will unfold. Spirituality does not have to be about rigid laws and must-follow doctrines. Instead, it can be a deep personal relationship with the ineffable mystery that underlies all existence. If this resonated with you, like this video, share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to B2, Believe, for more explorations into spiritual science and enlightenment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video.